Hello everyone and welcome to another Explore video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Mono Black Devotion, and that's because we got some sweet new cards from Phyrexia All Will Be One called Phyrexian Arena and Phyrexian Obliterator. These two cards have already been introduced to Historic, so if you are a fan of Historic, you are probably not a stranger to these two cards, but for Explore, these are going to be new. So first, let's talk about the Phyrexian Arena. We are only playing one copy of it just because if you do play multiple copies of Arena, it can get a little bit dangerous. Probably not a little bit, probably a lot, because although you're getting a lot of draws every upkeep, you are losing one life, and Explore is relatively fast, so you don't want to be taking too much damage. But there's a couple of reasons why we want to be playing this card in this deck, because we are trying to exploit the fact that we're playing Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, so having a sticky permanent like Phyrexian Arena is excellent, especially the one that draws your card. But the second reason is because it pairs up very nicely with Sheoldred. We are playing 3 copies of Castle Locthwain to draw a card, which does also pair up nicely with Sheoldred, so it does kind of circumvent that life loss, but you don't have to pay the extra mana every time you draw with Arena, so there's a benefit to that, and you're only losing 1 life versus Castle Locthwain, you're going to be losing more than 1 life. And the next card is the Phyrexian Obliterator. And of course, we're also playing Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. We're trying to exploit the fact that we're playing Devotion to Black so that we can get a fat Gary the Merchant onto the battlefield and deal massive amount of damage. So if we have something like Phyrexian Obliterator that suddenly generate 4 mana as soon as you play this card for Nykthos, you can use that spare mana into upgrading the Warlock class and then get the Gary the Merchant down, and you can expect to do a lot of damage with this deck. So the Obliterator is going to be great against every other deck except for Blue-White Control and Rakdos midrange. So we're going to use this deck to see how we do in Best of 3 Explore Ranked. And I also have a wrap-up section talking about my post-game thoughts at the end of the video. I'll be doing more Historic and Explore content in the channel, so hit that subscribe button to see more contents like these in the future. And let's hop on over. I'm not doing anything for the longest turn. That's not cool. Oh no, I have to play Thoughtseize versus a red. I mean, luckily they're not doing much either. At least we got that going for us. Dodged a turn 2 creature start, but still we the fact that we're not playing anything for 2 more turns and we also went second means that it's not looking good. Hopefully the Sheoldred can save us. Never mind. She will most definitely not save us. Man, what a top deck. I mean, that's what happens when you don't do anything for... How many turns was that? I didn't do anything for 3 turns. So yeah, I mean, that'll do. That'll do. If you don't do anything... I mean, look at our curve, like... Okay, aside from Warlock class, like... And Thoughtseize, like, where were these? Kalitas in. This should be the easiest matchup ever, right? I don't see how you ever lose this matchup. Like I just don't see it. If this deck loses to a mono red, then this you have to delete the deck. No turn 1, but I guess we do have some cards coming. I wish we had more Fatal Push in the sideboard. Let's just play out the Phyrexian Arena so we can get more value off of Sheoldred. Usually if Sheoldred does stick, you just win the game. Okay, we lost. Okay. Not looking good. Okay, we won. We have to, actually. We can't wait for the Den of the Bugbear. That's really unfortunate that we're getting hit for 4 here, even though we just Mihawk massacred. I kind of want my Sheoldred back.
My home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Drop it.
Okay. We're living by the edge. No. Misery Shadow and Mihawk Massacre is a non-bow. No. Oh. Oh no.
You won't be outsmarted.
So this is what, dealing like 13 damage? I should probably leave mana for Yarok. Okay, what did they draw? Final turn, opponent. Did we do it? Land. They lost. Okay, Phyrexian Arena is kind of playing with fire. Especially if they can kill Shaldred.
I've always hated crowds.
Misery Shadow is a sick card though, but the fact that it has an anti-synergy with Mihawk Massacre is not good. It's not good. Also, we need to see some more Gifted Etherborn. Obliterator. We didn't see Kalitas there either. Like, okay, Phyrexian Arena, you're going out. I can't have you. Play a copy of Goblin. I don't know what to put it in. Amazing hand if we can find 2 lands. We are going second. So good. Opponent is so good at this game. A land would be nice. Land would be very nice. Mountain. Oh, please be stuck on lands. Please be stuck on lands. Damn it. See, this seems like a Bone Crusher Giant, right? That does seem like a Bone Crusher Giant to me. Knowing that they have... The Bone Crusher Giant is going to be a 5/4. I don't think we have much of a choice, honestly. Of course we do. So we exhaust their spells, right? Their burn spells, and we just play Shaldred, and we just win the game. I think it's simple as that, right? That's how it works. Lightning Strike, okay. Much better than I thought for us. And we get the Torbrand. Very nice. Now we have a Shaldred coming. Boop boop. Shaldred. Yes! We don't have to delete the deck! Okay, let me see here. Set up a 3 copy. I think I want a Gifted Etherborn. Where is my Phyrexian Obliterator? Where is that card? Oh man. Hopefully this is not Jawari. Fire's Prophecy. Oh, they're playing a creativity. I actually don't have a sideboard for that. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't have a sideboard for that. I guess I just have to like play Go Blanks and stuff. We're also flooding. Just a tiny bit. Ray Merchant. Ray Merchant spam. Nice. That's 5. Maybe we want to blitz, actually. Nah. Big score. We could be dead here because we don't have a removal spell for them. Fire's Prophecy into creativity. And the verdict? GG. So yeah, I don't have sideboard for this, but I guess we can like try to like discard opponent. Like that's probably the only way we can win the game, right? Just keep discarding. Um, I think Meat Hook Massacre can probably go. Yeah, our sideboard's not very prepared for this. We almost won though, actually. I think we had a slight bit more aggression. I think we would have won. Oh yeah, Fatal Push is absolutely horrid. That's a mulligan. That is unfortunately a keep. I don't want to keep this, but I am not gonna mult to 5. It's just not happening. I think we take a land. Go blink now? They probably have like Fire's Prophecy, right? Make this appear, sure. That means we probably can play Sheoldred here. Can they beat a Sheoldred? Oh yeah, yeah, Sheoldred does stop their combo. They have to remove it first. Otherwise they can't win. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, they're playing what is it? They're playing a Spell Pierce. This was a Spell Pierce. Another Gifted Etherborn. So can Zan. Sheoldred literally soloing the game. Shark Typhoon. 2, 3, 4. Okay, apparently you just need to play Shieldred. Apparently you just have to just play the Shieldred down and you just win the game for free. Okay, well we've learned a valuable lesson there. Just play Shieldred. Okay, so what are the cards that win us the game? Shieldred, Murderous Rider to kill one of their cards. A Go Blank, Thought Seizes are really good. Phyrexian Obliterator probably will win us the game. And Thought Distortion as well. So these are the key cards that we really want to get it down. Liliana as well. So let's go game 3. Thoughtseize, nice. Got a very nice pair of hand. Pair of cards, I mean. So they can make this appear, right? I think we just take the Fable. Then they're probably gonna just make this appear. But this one's gonna get killed. We need a swamp. We need a swamp next turn. Any swamp? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And all of a sudden, Nykthos is at 4 devotion. Nykthos, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Really, huh? 5, 7... This is 7 damage. 10 damage with Hive. Nice. Two, 3, 4. I think we just won, to be honest with you. Because they can't combo with creativity with Shieldred on the board. And they can't block Phyrexian Obliterator. And not to mention, they can't actually board wipe in an Izzet color because of the Obliterator. And for some reason, their deck is playing a bunch of Mutavaults when they're playing creativity. So like especially when they're casting multiple cards like impulses, they're actually not gonna have that many cards to play per turn because they're playing Mutavault. I actually don't need to attack with Sheldred because Obliterator has trample. GG. Okay, that was a surprising win. I didn't think that the deck could beat a creativity deck, but just because opponent is playing a creativity deck that draws cards, their combo involves drawing cards, so they actually get hosed by the one of the most popular cards in Pioneer or Explore, I mean. That's funny. Okay, so I just finished playing 3 games of best of 3, and I will say Obliterator was freaking amazing. It could just be because the kind of the matchups that I played. If you're not playing against black, this is crazy good, especially in a deck with Nykthos giving you devotion. Although I will say, Nykthos and Obliterator, this is kind of like a double-edged sword. Sometimes if you draw a Nykthos, you're not gonna be able to cast the Obliterator. But we are playing 25 land, see 23 land here with 2 Agadeem's Awakening, so good chance that we can draw into a land to play the Obliterator. We are also playing the Warlock class, right? So the Warlock class can fetch a swamp when you need it, so that's kind of cool. Not really, we didn't really get to win with Grey Merchant too much. The reason why we have 2 copies of Agadeem's Awakening here is because we can rebuy back Grey Merchant, and since we do play Nykthos, we're gonna have a bunch of devotion. We're gonna have so much mana to be able to play this for 8 mana. So that's the reasoning for this 2 copy here. But last time I actually played Liliana Death's Majesty instead of the 3rd copy of Grey Merchant. And I do think this 3rd copy, I don't know. This is something that you can probably play around. I kind of like the Liliana, but if you are trying to go all in with Grey Merchant, you can play the 3 copy here instead of the Liliana. The Liliana, however, can get back a Grey Merchant in the graveyard, but if you play 2 copies of it, the chances of the Grey Merchant being in the graveyard becomes lower. But we do also play Orlock's class, so that can also put the Grey Merchant in the graveyard for the Agadeem's Awakening and the Liliana's Death Majesty to get back Grey Merchant. So that's an option you could take. As for Sheldred, I actually did go up on Sheldred compared to the last version that I've played. And that one of the reasons being is that we are playing Phyrexian Arena, and a copy of Phyrexian Arena is kind of gas with Sheldred, because you don't actually lose life when you draw with Phyrexian Arena with Sheldred. So that's a cool combo. And unfortunate side effect of Mihawk Massacre and Misery Shadow versus a mono red. We weren't gaining life because Misery Shadow turns off the death trigger. The death trigger of a permanent. And that includes the Mihawk Massacre. So, although Misery Shadow is incredibly good with Nykthos because every mana it generates, this becomes a +1/+1. So, this is a finisher itself. So, there's some anti-synergy there, but I think it's just too good not to play these 2 cards. But yeah, we beat a combo deck. We beat a mono red, which was expected. Combo deck, I'm kind of surprised we beat the creativity deck, but the Sheldred carried us through. The Rakdos matchup was an unfortunate one. We got stuck on lands a bunch of times. We went second twice. But overall, if I were to rate the deck, I don't think the deck got any better. To be blunt with you. But, or it may have gotten slightly better. Because of the Obliterator. Since there are a lot of mid-range decks right now, this is something that a lot of decks can't really answer at the moment. Like, especially like group boats, for example. Like, what are you gonna do? Like you can't attack through this card. Mono green, you can't block against this thing. So maybe because of this card, the matchups have become a like tiny bit better. But as for the sideboard, creativity has always been a card that has been incredibly hard to sideboard against, just because the nature of the card being exiling the card and then bringing it back. So Grafdigger's Cage, things like that doesn't work. Those players put the exiled cards onto the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyard or exile, so even this doesn't stop it, since they are putting cards onto the battlefield, and at the same time they're putting a creature spell onto the battlefield. So yeah, unfortunately, not much to stop the creativity other than currently, except for the Sheldred. But considering that Sheldred is a popular card at the moment in Explorer, and the reason why the creativity deck is popping off right now is because of the championship, right? I mean, not the championship, the recent tournament, the Pioneer tournament. But obviously they're creativity for a different cards there, but since we don't have that, they have to rely on the Explorer version, have to rely on something not as good. So they get hosed by Sheldred, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. And if you did, hit that subscribe button. I'll be doing more Explore and historic content in this channel. We're also getting some alchemy cards next week, so I'm excited to try out more new decks in historic. Explorer has to wait a little bit for the Shadows over Innistrad. I'm also looking forward to that. But that said, I'm gonna be hopping out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.